This is Square on the monthly chart, and last month's candle, which was September, broke through a key support level at $51. Now, Citigroup analysts came out recently and lowered their price target on Block and removed it from the company's top picks, citing struggles and a significant sell-off in the past 2 months. The analyst also cites the stock's connection to cryptocurrencies has also impacted the performance. Before we continue with the analysis, let's look at this quick clip that gets into the discussion a bit more.
Where does Block, payments, and a little consumer connection too fit in here?
Yeah, it was Jack Dorsey's other company. Now it's his only company, Oliver. And Block, Square, whatever you want to call it, the letters are SQ, but the name is Block, Oliver. And Citigroup analyst lowers his price target from $90 to $65, keeps a buy rating on the shares, but mentioned some struggles and a 2-month 45% sell-off. He said there's some negative developments in the last 2 months, Oliver. A 48-hour outage, third-party services suggesting slightly below consensus growth, an unscheduled departure of Square's division head. You know, this is stock now trading below, at or near the pandemic lows, Oliver. And though he said some of the 45% move is an overshot, he also removed Block as one of Citi's top picks. He said some of the ambitious targets are now off the table and the stock should remain range bound for the second half of the year. He thinks there could be restructuring coming down the pipeline. He thinks incremental spending is needed to invigorate growth. But as you can see, that chart, not pretty, Oliver.
Yeah, oh boy. You know, the analysts making deep cuts like this too, this late in the game, it's kind of making me wonder if some of the price action we've seen is going to lead to some revisions and like a snowball, you know, because come on, it's at 41 bucks.
Yeah.
You're cutting it to 65. Hasn't really had a chance of trading, you know, they're above what, like 70 bucks in like a year. This thing's been very range bound. So it kind of feels like it's an after the fact thing a little bit.
Yeah, they had a $90 price target at Citigroup. They lowered it to 65. Didn't change the rating. I guess it's a little late in the game to move any lower in terms of a buy, sell, or hold. So they still got it as a buy rating. I mean, at some point, Oliver, you're going to be able to see the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. A lesson here in always being able to lose certain X percents, right? I'm not going to use the saying because it's a little scary, right? It's not. Hopefully, it's not going to zero, but it's careening. It's like it just went off the rails the last couple of weeks. And we have to remember that this stock still is connected to a lot of other growth themes too. I mean, at the end of the day, he's got his like crypto stuff in here.
Yep.
That's why it's called Block. But it is point of sale terminal. So I mean,
100%.
You know, it's a real thing, and the fact that it's just crashing like this is frustrating.
You know, Oliver, when this stock started as that point of sale facilitator, it was a darling of the investment community, and you know, soared to some really, you know, big numbers, and then they got into crypto. Right, and then the stock evolved more. Then he changed the name. The timing of a name change right as crypto seemed to top out, a little bit unfortunate for them. Now this stock seems to be indelibly linked to cryptocurrencies. So even though they've got this very attractive small business hardware segment, they're still tied, it seems, to cryptocurrencies, Oliver.
All right.
Now, if we scroll down to the weekly chart, we can see how price was basing for roughly 18 months before the most recent breakdown in price. Again, this down leg started from the daily sellers level at $83. Now I did have these dashed lines. Let's go down to the daily chart just to see. We can see this rally, base rally on the weekly chart. It did hold during the pandemic lows. Let's revisit this level here on the daily chart. That was back in March of 2020. All right, so we have a gap fill that has yet to be filled. Price is currently entering that area now. So assume that there's a green long body candle right here. As a result, there should be no problem for price declining another $2. What's the moral of this story? Don't bother catching that falling knife. Wait for confirmation of some type of reversal, preferably on the weekly chart, not even on the daily chart. I mean, when you collapse 50% in 3 months, there's no telling how low price can go. Can we retest the pandemic lows? It's very possible. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.